Okay, here we are. First of all, thanks to all of you for coming. Today we'll speak about our new platform and share with you very basic things about its capabilities, about what is it designed for, and what kind of tasks you are able to solve using iRidium 3.0. Today with me, our head of support, Ekaterina. We have several parts of our webinar, and some of them are about using of iRidium Studio, about iRidium server, of the creating projects for visualization and logic. So Ekaterina will assist me with this part. And what is the content of our webinar, what we will speak about? First of all, what is iRidium 3.0? What kind of products are included in this platform? Actually, there are two, but there will be more. Currently, it's iRidium Pro and iRidium Server. We'll tell you what is the difference between iRidium Pro, our visualization product for visualization, and iRidium 2.2, our previous version. Another topic is the components of iRidium Pro. So what does it consist of? And we'll speak with you about the new licensing system, because it's changed, and I think some of you are already familiar with the new licensing system. But first of all, let me ask you a question just to clarify. It's interesting for me. If you have used iRidium 2.2 or any other previous version of iRidium, please type plus in chat. In this case, we'll see who do we speak with. Have you ever worked with iRidium or not? So those who used iRidium 2.2 or previous versions, please type plus. Yeah, please, it's very important because after that we'll, let's say, focus on some things. For those who already used 2.2. Okay, there are many of you. Thank you, guys. Somebody else? Perfect. Okay, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Okay, let's go. What is iRidium 3.0? We position it as a platform for automation and IoT control. And actually, it's a platform for visualization also. What you can control using iRidium. There are two different things that can be combined inside one project. First one is about automation systems. Our current systems that we support or upcoming systems that we will also support using modules for them. And there is another part. It's about audio, video, and Internet of Things. In our case, we speak about IoT gadgets. What kind of? So, fridges, media servers, smart watches, some other stuff for your kitchen, etc., etc. So currently, especially in the home automation, but in the near future in commercial side too, customers, they want to combine, not only customers but integrators also, want to combine different parts from different systems or different IoT gadgets all together, just because it's useful, it's profitable for them, and customers like it. That's why there should be organized a connection between all of these things. But the main issue is that these things cannot speak with each other. They simply don't understand each other. Even more, they don't know that something else exists, just because they designed for themselves only for providing some functions, specific functions, and to be controlled from a special application. So iRidium, as a platform, combine control of all of this stuff. How it is working? So actually you can control them in case of visualization, creating a project where you combine different devices, in this example 20, but there could be more or less, just in one application, providing a complete solution to your customer, a complete remote control which works online. So they can send comments, get feedback, and in this case interact with a smart home, smart office, or intelligent building. Now there is integration with automation systems. There is integration with audio video. Also you can combine this this equipment together. As it was previously, iRidium 3.0 is multi-platform solution. So we have native applications for different operation systems. What kind of? Windows 8 and 10, Android, and iOS-based devices. iPad, iPhone, or iPod Touch. Why we position it as a platform? Why we call it a platform? Now, there are two main things making iRidium 3.0 a platform. First one, as it was before, we have a set of tools for visualization where you can create any graphic you want, any interface your customer requires. So it's all about visualization. It's all about customer's panel and interaction with a smart home or any other object. But there is another part which is a new one. It is responsible for logic. We call it iRidium server. It's another product for data collection, storage and analysis, as well as for scheduling and creating scenarios, scenes, and all of this stuff. In this case, we have a platform which becomes not an additional option to your project, but becomes a project basis. So you get iRidium 3.0, you use two of our components for visualization and for logic, and then you increase the ecosystem for smart home or office, adding new parts to it in order to have it completed. But you do not offer it at the very end of the project when you can say, hey, what about visualization? Maybe you want to use your iPhone or your Android tablet. Of course, yes, but this is another story. Now you start from offering 3.0 platform to your customer just because it has two big parts. In this case, we actually have products, new products with iRidium 3.0. The first one is iRidium Pro. It is in charge of visualization on your control panel. Beautiful interfaces, custom tailored graphics, it's all about iRidium Pro. Another product is iRidium Server. This is the brain of your project. It is responsible for data collection, scheduling, and gateway as well. And both of them can be combined to use together when you have visualization required on the project as well as the logic of your project. So in this case, you buy both of these components. I will tell you a bit more how it affects on the licensing when you choose iRidium. So currently, we have a complete solution for different markets, and some of them, like KNX, Modbus, HDL, Hellwire, even audio-video, they require both of these parts. Visualization and iRidium Server bring you a unique combination, and you have one ecosystem, which is iRidium Studio, where you create such type of projects. With 2.2, you got our visualization and added to any other PLC if logic or scenarios were required, and you had to set up and configure iRidium in iRidium GUI editor, and then use third-party component, which is PLC, which is controller, and use their configuration software to configure it. Now with a complete solution, you use just iRidium Studio to create visualization project and project for your server. Where is iRidium used and where you can use it? First one is a home automation, where you can combine different functions all together or just provide one of them, like security or just lighting control or multimedia. Another market is industry. Know about this automation. Because of iRidium server, you can provide control or monitoring functions, as well as you are able to generate trends and graphics. Also, you collect data, store it, and you can analyze it in the future, generating graphics, for example, based on it. We have integration with databases, and you are able to provide remote control, as it was before. There is another field which is automation of offices, where you can control specifically conference rooms or just climate, light, create some schedules, or even integrate it with office databases using iRidium scripts or some specific office functions because of driver development kit, which is also available with 3.0. In case of building control systems, there are different protocols are popular, such as Modbus, KNX, and others, so you can provide monitoring and control using these drivers, which are supported by us. You can generate diagrams and graphs. There is a free programming tool, so you can program anything you want based on scripts, and integration with databases if required. Specifically, you can use iRidium only for intercom or video surveillance. With 3.0, we have improved SAP intercom support, as well as video streams support of different formats. MGPEG, MPEG-4, MXPEG, and plus we have SAP video with iRidium 3.0. In case of home theaters and multi-rooms, there is understandable way how to use it. There is a two-way communication. We support dynamic lists. You can add playlists or covers, whatever, creating your user interface. There is one important question we want to cover. Why do you need to use iRidium 3.0? What is good about it? So let's start from the very beginning. When you start to try it, to play with it, it is convenient to test. Why? Because when you launch a client application or emulator, you don't need any license. The authorization only is required. I mean, you have to be authorized or register with so-called simple registration. That's it. So you don't need to get some trial or demo license just to test it. It's not required. Another thing that we provide for those who are registered as a dealer is a trial period activation. So you can get 60 days trial period for any number of users, as well as for any objects you work with. Before we had trial period, but for 30 days, now it's 60. You can also make testing locally or via the cloud. Try an iRidium cloud. Try this remote control or uploading projects to a customer panel. Another thing is working with iRidium. Because of the iRidium cloud, you are able to update your project or share it with a customer remotely with the cloud, which provides you actually remote administration tool. So you can manage all of the objects you've created. If it's required, you can update them very fast, sharing with the customer. Another thing is the licensing system. Because it's based on the cloud technology, now we don't use identifiers of devices like HVAD or serial numbers of controllers or their MAC addresses. Before there were some inconvenience because of HVAD of control devices. Now we moved from this way of binding our licenses. So you just get a license for the whole object. That's it. In this case, it's also convenient as you can deactivate a license for a panel as many times as you need. If they change a panel or they lost it or they want to add a new one, it's possible inside your license. Nothing else is required. I mean, you don't need to ask us to deactivate license, stuff like this. You can manage it by yourself. We also have control of iRidium functions via web, and Ekaterina will show you how it works. Another thing is the server. As I mentioned before, we have two main parts, visualization and logic, but it is important to know that the server is an option. It is not required to be added to all the project. So it means if you have a task to use logic or to have an energy management on the project, iRidium server could be used, as well as you can buy a hardware platform for it, but if you don't need it, it's not required. A few things about additional profit. What is here? So first of all, if you have existing installations where a customer asked or was interested about the logic, about the energy management, getting trends or graphics of energy consumption or water consumption, you can offer them to upgrade their current installations because of the server. Another thing, when you are moving to a new installation, now you offer to a customer not a nice visualization, which is also good, but you provide him ability to use the whole SCADA system with logic and graphs without additional hardware. I mean, if they want to use a iRidium server, it could run on Windows PC or on Linux-based device. I will tell you a bit more later on the next slides. When you buy a license, you buy it for several control panels for any equipment. So you choose the driver you want to use. You choose an option, based on how many panels you have and how many tags of iRidium server you want to use. But it is generated for several control panels actually. There are more difference between iRidium 3.0 platform and previous version, so as many of you have used iRidium before, I will pay attention on it. So now we have iRidium Studio, not iRidium GUI editor, because you are able to create panel and server projects just inside the studio. Then you can create logical let's say connections in the logic editor, building blocks and making connections between these blocks. You use SAP audio and SAP video if required. You provide control via web in case of iRidium server. We also have additional additions in gallery. So we took our iOS interface and put their fonts and icons inside the gallery. So they're available for free. And we have cloud licenses, as I told you. Before we will move to FAQ, I will ask Ekaterina to show you how 3.0 platform works, what kind of components there, and how server projects can look like. So let me just share with you desktop. I will make you a presenter. Okay.
Hi to all. Do you hear me fine?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's start from the beginning, from the developing tools that you can install from iRidium mobile website. It's the first part of our work, installing our iRidium components on your Windows PC. PC. It can be installed on Windows 7, 8 or 10. And iRidium 3.0 consists of several parts. The main part of iRidium is iRidium Studio. It's an app for creation of graphic interfaces for control panels with i3 Pro app and logic for iRidium server. It is really important to understand that iRidium GUI and iRidium Studio is a different app that can be used the different way. When you use iRidium 2, you have only the direct connection between your control panel, for example your smartphone, and automation system. But with iRidium Pro, you can add the logic in your project. This logic will be situated in iRidium server, and we can create the project for iRidium server in iRidium Studio. You can face with several situations. For example, when you didn't use the iRidium before, you want to create a graphic interface, and you can do it with old instructions from YouTube. For example, on YouTube you can find a video lesson for creating of graphic interfaces for KNX, Modbus, AMX, and so on. And it is the same for iRidium Pro. You can create the graphic interface, but then if you want to get more possibilities for your interface, for example, if you want to show the graphics, pie charts, bar charts, you have to add the server project. In this situation, we can get the project created for control panel, graphic interface, for example, it's a KNX project created in 2.0 version, and we can convert it to iRidium 3.0. It will be compatible without any changes, but you cannot use the old license for work with this visualization project. Okay, we have a graphic interface, but it works without server. What we have to do to add the server in this project? You have to press by the right mouse button on the panel project and choose the option Create Server Project. This server project will be created, will be based on the source panel project, and then we will get the two separated parts. iRidium client part that will connect to iRidium server, and iRidium server part that will be connected to your automation equipment. For example, KNX, as you see here. You can get the detailed instruction for iRidium server on our development portal, dev.iridiummobile.net. You can see all the options of working with iRidium server there, but as you see, we can go from V2 to iRidium Pro with 2 steps: converting iRidium visualization and making the server project based on it. You can start the server on the same PC. I have to send the server project to transfer to start it on my PC. And now we will see how it looks like when I'm trying to upload the project on local web network in the server console app. Here you can see the notification. You have to be authorized on the iRidium server to upload projects. You have to authorize with your account on iRidium mobile website. It's an authorization process. You can use the server password to go to the web interface with a short password, for example, admin. And now you can download to server all the projects situated in the iRidium cloud. I'll let you know more about it later. And now you can upload project to the server from iRidium Transfer app, like here. The test mode on Iridium server have to be turned on for working with Iridium transfer. Downloading complete, and now I can see all the comments and all the feedbacks created on Iridium server in Web GUI. It is very important to see the status of Iridium server without visualization, without that Pro app, and you are available to do it with Web GUI. You can show some interface for end user, but it's a developer's tool to fast changing of some status on your server and see the result. When the server project is done, you can start the client part of Iridium. It's a web GUI, it's a UI in emulator. When you start emulator first time, you have to log in with your integrator's account. It is the same as on server. And when you have authorized, you can upload any projects from transfer and from the cloud, from Iridium cloud to your PC. You don't need any special license. There is no trial licenses as before. You just need to authorize and work with Iridium in the test mode. It's very convenient and fast. So we have a server project and we have a visualization for the server on the same PC, and we can download it on control panel like iPhone or Android tablet without any problems in the testing mode. You just need to authorize there. And then we have a new possibilities. For example, if you don't need the JavaScript that is needed to develop some scenarios, you can use a new tool. It's a shim editor. In this editor, you can create the logic blocks to make some logic functions in Iridium. For example, if you have, just as example, if you have Modbus and KNX drivers in your visualization project, you can resend the data from KNX to Modbus. It means you can use Iridium as a gateway between different automation systems. It can be easily done with a block editor. Let's see how it will be, how it can be made. As an input, we will get the feedback from Modbus, and we will resend the feedback from Modbus to the channel of KNX. It is done. Now we have a gateway between two addresses of different systems, very fast and without any JavaScript code. This can be used on server or in the Iridium client app. This tool is under development. It is not documented now, but you can make some simple things right now. The next part. In Iridium Pro, you can show to a user the data from Iridium server database. It's a trends and charts. Let's start from trends. I'm opening projects that is connected to Iridium server and in Iridium mobile office. This server stores the data from NetAtmo media station, and we can see the temperature, humidity, noise volume, CO2 and pressure on the trends. When I start this project in my office, we can see the real data. You can set up the trends as you wish. And here is a picture with the real data you can see when downloading this project. This project will be available for you after the webinar. You can also show pie charts and bar charts to see to end user some information about his smartphone. This is how the pie chart works, like a Pacman. And here is a bar chart. It's a very convenient tool to show several parameters. And I have showed that you can control iRidium server via the web, but it's a developer's tool. But let's notice that iRidium server supports the REST API, so you can create with some external service your own web interface and send the commands to iRidium server. It is possible and it is available right now. In iRidium Pro you can use iOS Gallery. It's a new GUI, new style for your projects in iOS 8 style. It is available for free on our website. You can find it in Interfaces tab on our website. It is available for free. And for example, iRidium Pro uses a different licensing system. You do not see the problems with HVIT as it was before. It's the main points of using iRidium platform, new iRidium platform. So, Anton, let's continue with another stuff.
Okay, let's proceed. So there should be some questions from you. You're welcome to add them in chat. Ekaterina or me, we will cover them shortly. Also, we'll let other attendees know what what others ask. There are some questions which are very common for our customers who started to use 3.0. So first of all, the question is iRidium server hardware or no? So it's not. This is a software agent that you can install on different hardware platforms. There are several examples of them. For example, we have special setup for Raspberry Pi for the second and third generation. We have on-box designed especially for us, which is from Global Cache. It is a small piece of unit. It supports up to 150 techs and designed for small apartments or for projects of smart homes or multi-rooms. There is also logic machine that you may know, which is a powerful solution, and we have special setup for them as well. And another option to run iRidium is run it on Windows. So it could be any PC on Windows 7, 8, 10, and it was tested by us also on Intel NUC and NUC and Intel Compute Stick, and it works good. In order to learn more information about capabilities of iRidium server, there are two ways. First one is go to our website, and I will show you here on the main page where we explain how iRidium 3.0 works, what does it for. There is information about iRidium server. So clicking more, you get more details, and you can also see recommended equipment. There are some examples where you can use it on what kind of projects. You can try it now or look prices and buy it. Here, when we click on more, we go to dev.iridiummobile.net and we can find all required information about iRidium server. So it is actually documented, and if you want to learn more, for example, about Raspberry Pi and using of this one, so simply go into it and you are getting more details. Okay, some schemes, some examples, etc., etc. So this is our wiki, updated for 3.0. This is where you get information about iRidium servers. Another question is, do I have to use iRidium server? Also no. If you have a specific task to provide logic, you will add iRidium server, and you will create server project and put it to the server, to iRidium server. But iRidium works also directly with the equipment like it works right now. So it depends on your needs on your project. This is an option that could be added and could, how to say, make advantages of your project bigger and advantages of your offer to a customer bigger. Another question, do I have to use the internet on my object for iRidium 3.0 to work with it? On my object means apartments, smart house, smart office, intelligent building, whatever. Because we have iRidium Cloud, and many customers think that it is required to be also always online. So you don't have to be online. The only case you should be connected to the internet is when you upload or update a project on a control device. Then you can work with iRidium offline via local network. So it's not required to be connected all the time. A few words about our components. What do we have? There is a principal scheme of iRidium Pro. So on the left side there is i3 Pro application, which is installed on the control panel. Then upper we see iRidium Cloud for updating and administration of your objects. Then you can use iRidium Server for project logic, for energy management, and there is iRidium Studio as a tool of creating visualization project and project for a server. Studio, hope it's clear. I mean the basic thing how it works. If you want to learn more about iRidium Studio, next week there will be a webinar how to work with iRidium Studio. So you're welcome to join this webinar and to attend it. About iRidium server, so once again it is designed for data storage, for logic, for scenes, generating trends or graphics, and it also can be used just as a gate between different automation systems. Now we work on a special license which you can buy and use just a server without visualization. For example, to have a gateway between KNX and Modbus, or between Crestron and Modbus, or any other protocols and any other hardware that we support. This is an application, so it is designed actually for end customers. So in order to use iRidium Pro, they install this one, and then they get a project available for downloading from you as their integrator. They sign in to this application and are able to use it. If a project is updated, they can see this information immediately inside the application. There is a special menu which is hidden on the left side, so when you slide it, they can see button download means that there is an update available, so they can update the project remotely. iRidium Cloud, this is tool for updating and all of this stuff. Also, you use iRidium Cloud in my account, managing all of your objects and assigning licenses to a specific object. iRidium Transfer is, let's say, a debugging tool, so it is designed for you to show it, to use it when you test iRidium. So it allows you to check the project work before uploading it in the cloud. So you don't use the cloud. When you test iRidium, you cannot. You can just use iRidium Transfer for quick uploading the project to the control panel. Now let's move to the licensing system, which we let's say transform. We have a new one, and there are new types of licenses. So what kind of them? There is 5 licenses types. First one is a starter, which is created for small projects when you have one panel and up to 50 server tags. So tag is a feedback, one feedback channel which is going through the iRidium server. Another object is a basic one where you can use up to 5 panels with up to 250 server tags. Another one is advanced, so the difference is up to 10 panels and 1000 server tags. Enterprise for bigger number of control panels and tags. And the biggest one is Enterprise Plus. It is for big smart buildings or intelligent buildings where you have unlimited number of panels, but you can create up to 10 unique visualization projects, and you are able to use up to 65,000 server tags. So actually we've made a synthetic tests here in our office where we specified, proved that a iRidium server can support up to 65,000 server tags and can work with them. But you can create no more than 10 server projects. So what does it mean? Inside your smart building, for example, could be different server projects, but only up to 10. As well as for unique visualization projects. You can use unlimited number of panels, but they could be one and the same iPad 3 or iPad Air, just with one and the same interface. If you want to change it somehow, in case of graphics, in case of resolution, to design it for iPhone or for Android tablet, it means you create another unique visualization project. Let me show you how you use it on our website. How you can choose the right license. So you go to my account. Here I have a simple registration. So I see all information available for not our dealers, but for everybody. So they can see an MSRP price, the street price. And what do they see? So actually recommended hardware for iRidium server, which is available for delivering. On-box is the first one. And then you can also choose some of these options, which I already mentioned. Then, when you want to calculate a license to choose the right one, you choose drivers in your project. Let's choose global cache. For example, I have home theater where I use them. I select license type. Okay, I have 3 control panels, and I will use, let's say, on-box for some scenarios. So 250 text will be enough for me. Here we also have some examples how to calculate how many texts you have on your project. So there are some examples. For example, RGB lamp has 3 tags, thermostat 5 tags, etc. And also inside the iRidium Studio, you can see the total number of tags inside the iRidium project. Then, if I have IP cameras or SAP, I choose which one I need, and I see the pricing. As I am based in Russia, so I see the pricing in rubles by default. And then I go to buy it online via Avangate using wire transfer or any kind of credit cards. Also, I can buy it through the invoice. So if it is preferable for you to use invoice, please contact us and we'll arrange it. Okay, let's move back to the demonstration. By the way, Ekaterina will show you how to manage licenses, but a bit later, right? So I'll finish with my part. The company entity. It's all about registration. So we have so-called simple registrations for those who want just to try iRidium on their control panels or activate it in emulator mode in iRidium Studio. They don't have to do anything, just to specify their name, email, and that's it, or use social networks to be registered. But if it's a question about dealers, we have 2 options for them, for you, to be registered. First one is a self-employed or freelancer, and another option is a company. If you have a company, you can create it or to be added to a company entity. And now with 3.0, we have new things for company structure, for the company entity. And I will tell you what kind of. So first of all objects created by the employees or administrator inside the company belong to the company. So this is a company property. This is very important because when a new employee joins the company, all his objects are assigned to the company, and when he is leaving company, for example, resigns or changing the business field, whatever, all the objects he worked with and all the licenses he bought are left in the company account because this is their property. And it will be explained and described in a user agreement that you agree buying licenses or installing our components. And other things, all licenses obtained by the employees and administrator belong to the company. So this is also a company property. And another thing which is very useful for working together inside the company, the employees and administrator see and can work with all objects created inside the company. So it's easier for managing projects, for operating with it when you have different structures inside a company, different engineers are responsible for one and the same object, so they can see and operate with it and update the project inside it. So this is the information about company. What another thing which is interesting, when you created a company as an owner and became an administrator, you are able to send an invitation to your employees to become a part of your company. It means that they don't have to go through the whole registration process to become a dealer, because you are already approved by us as a dealer, which is interesting because it saves time. Several questions that also come to our from our customers in case of licensing. Here they are. First one, if I use version 2.2 in the current project, can I upgrade it to version 3.0? Yes, it's possible, but there are two parts of this project, of this question. First part is about the project, another part is about the licensing. You are able to convert 2.2 project to 3.0, but you need to buy a new license for iRidium Pro. This is important. Another question, will version 2.0 be updated? We still proceed of selling 2.2 version, but all updates and all improvements will come to iRidium 3.0 platform and to all products inside this platform. So keep it in mind. You can buy it. So it was another question, but there won't be any updates. Another question. I have a version 2.2 license which haven't been activated. You still cannot use the license of 2.2 version, but we have special program, let's say, like promotion for our customers. If they haven't activated a license of 2.2, they can change it to a discount coupon, which will have discount for the sum of this license pricing. So you can exchange it and then use this coupon to buy 3.0 version, to buy a 3.0 license. Another question, will I be able to buy licenses? So yes, as I told you, it is possible. In my account you can choose 2.2 if you need it. How are licenses assigned to automation objects in version 3.0? Once again, just to make it clear, before we assigned licenses to HVAD of a control device or to the serial number or MAC address of a controller. Now we don't have the system, a license assigned to the object itself, having the following limitations: panels and text, depending on what size of the object you have and what license type you choose. That's it. It means you can change or add panels inside this license type. You're also able to increase or to change the license type, I mean to move to the bigger option. If, for example, you have more tags that you planned, or a customer decided to use not up to 5 panels but up to 10 panels by some reason, you can improve your license type, paying the difference between these types. And final question, how is the license price formed in the version 3.0? So, as I showed you, it depends, the pricing depends on the driver, it depends on the number of panels, number of tags in case of iRidium server, and we have also add-ons which are for IP cameras, for SAP intercom, or updating of the project via QR code. That's it. But the main thing is the size of your project. Another thing, just to make you make you interested about what we have, is a smart home demo. Let me choose this one. Yeah. What I want to show you, I hope some of you have already heard about this option that we provide to our customers, but some of you may have not been familiar with it yet. So on my desktop now I demonstrate a front yard of a smart home. So actually it's like an emulator of a home. It's like virtual home. And we've created a special project which based on iRidium, and we have a connection between both projects like a control interface and this virtual home through the iRidium server, which runs on my Windows laptop. So how it works? Let me show you. For example, we actually can control everything that we have here, I mean lighting, shutters, watering. We also can create some scenarios and show them, like switch on lighting or switch it off. Then we can go to some zone like a theater. We can close blinds, make it darker, open the screen, then switch on the projector, switch off lighting and all of this stuff, switch on music and etc. So because of this tool, you actually demonstrate to a customer when you have exhibition or when you have a face-to-face meeting with him, what is iRidium, first of all, what is this in case of graphical user interface, and how it works together with the server. Because here, for controlling a boiler room, we have special graphics generated based on the metrics we get from iRidium server. Of course, we emulate it, but it gives the idea how it can work inside the home office. So we have graphics for energy consumption and water consumption. Also, because of the server, we can show some events. For example, a water leakage, we can demonstrate it and get a notification that something happened. So we get this information on a control panel in online mode, etc. Also, we can go to a bedroom and control also some stuff like climate, like music, turn on lights, and all of this stuff. Why I decided to demonstrate it to you? Because first of all, this is a great tool for you to make a first contact with a customer when you have exhibition or when you meet him. Another thing, we provide actually this tool on our website. So if you go to support and downloads, you can get it for free when you are inside the marketing materials. So you can see it, virtual smart home. Click into download, you will get the components, the studio, the client, the server, and you will see the instruction how to activate it. So you're welcome to use it for your convenience, for your customers, for your presentations. It works much better than just explanations by words or when you have just booklets or something like this. A few words about us, which stage we are on right now. So we are 42 team members, among them programmers, engineers, testers, and marketing and customer development team. We sell iRidium in 70 countries. We have certified specialists. Previously, they were certified for 2.2 version, but now there will be new webinars about iRidium Studio, about iRidium Server, and more specifically for some products, for some drivers. So you are welcome to join them, and then we'll prepare testing for certification. I think, yeah, it will come. We are partners with such companies like listed here, and we work on the product. We have new ideas and new concepts which under development right now. So with 3.0 platform, we open a new, a new century for our product, for our company, because now we became a platform and creating products designed for system integrators, and there will be a product for installers for simpler creating of visualization but making it very fast. And we have a iRidium server. So this is just a beginning. It would be great if you try iRidium, share with us your feedback, and give us any suggestions or ideas you have. Now I would like to make Ekaterina as a presenter to show you how my account works.
It's me again. I want to show you the very important things related with new licensing system. If you used iRidium 2.0 before, it may be difficult to change the licensing principles in your head. So I just show you how it works for the moment. It is easily as it was. For you, as an integrator, you can use test mode. The test mode available for any user registered at the iRidium mobile website. It allows you to work iRidium 5 minutes and then restart the app. You can use the test mode at iRidium server too. For iRidium server, the test mode is 7 days without restarting. For example, you can store the database for 7 days, see what happens in this time, and then reload the project to iRidium server and it will work again. When you start iRidium for the first time, you will see this screen. Let me show. You will see this screen. It's an authorization screen. You have to add here your login and password for iRidium mobile website. It is needed to use iRidium in a test mode. Test mode starting automatically. You don't need to do something. When you use this screen, you are able to upload the projects from iRidium transfer. Let me show. From iRidium transfer and from iRidium Cloud. You can open the project menu to download the project from iRidium Cloud using the button F7 on the Windows. You have to press F7 to open the projects menu, this menu. Here you will see all the projects downloaded in iRidium Cloud and available for you and for your end users if you wish. You can download it. When you download the projects, you upload from the cloud your interface and the license. You don't need to download license separately. It will be uploaded automatically when you make it at the iRidium mobile website. It is done. You will see the project. And then you can start iRidium app on your smartphone or tablet. It's i3 Pro. And you can open the project menu with a swipe from left to right. Here you can download the project using the same way. Just press the download button and you will get the project with the license. Let's see the very important concept of iRidium objects in iRidium Cloud. Object in Cloud make you able to create the list of projects and the license for these projects and invite the users. Folder can be used to store several objects. For example, it's a house of John Doe and it's a office of John Doe. It's several objects. Object is a flat, house, office, or some automation system. Here you can see the list of projects. This project will not be available for end users by default, but you can invite the user for using projects. Before inviting the users, you can choose the license for the cloud object. You can make We have created the new object, and I'll show you how it looks like when you try to create a new object. For example, I downloaded the project, visualization project. I'm going to licensing path and can use different modes. Create license. It means I'll go to calculator and will be able to pay for license. Choose from paid license. If I bought the license before, I can choose the ready key and activate it for these objects. This license will be used for all the projects downloaded in this cloud object. And third point, it's a get trial period. Trial period is a very good tool for testing the GUI projects on the end users' devices. It works for 2 months. It's a 2 months of continuous work. You cannot prolong this period, but your users will be able to use iRidium for 60 days without any limits. And then when you're ready to invite users, you have to go to Users and Panels tab and press Invite. I have to add some email address and send the notification to end user. This notification will be sent to email I added. Your end user will get the email with the button Choose Your Password. This password he have to choose on iRidium mobile website, and this password will be used for authorization in i3 Pro app. It is important. This email shouldn't be registered at the iRidium mobile website as an integrator. When you register at the iRidium mobile website by the simple way, it means you are using iRidium as a developer, but your end users is not developers, and you have just to send them notification about I want to invite you to use my automation project. He will get an email, he will get all the needed links, and when he will be authorized in i3 Pro app, he will be able to start any project where he is invited to. It will work like on developer's device. He will be able to switch projects with project menu opened by the left swipe, and then you will be able to manage the end users in this tab. You can invite user, you can kick user from the list of control panels and change the control panel. If you want to change one phone to another, you have to log out on the control panel. Please see how it can be done. You open the project menu, open the tab System, and press the button Log Out. That's all. The license has been deactivated, and you can use your projects on other devices. Just log in with the same email. Very easy to change devices, and no limits by deactivations as it was before. It's the main points of using iRidium Cloud and iRidium Objects concept. I hope it is clear. If you have any questions, please write in chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Ekaterina. I think we should mention questions that we've got in our chat, because I'm not sure that all of attendees can see them. So let's take a look. What about upgrading? There was a question, what about upgrading 2.x license to 3.0? It is possible if they are not activated only, otherwise you should buy a 3.0 license. I know that this question was covered by Ekaterina, but once again. We need to check the text if we don't use a server. No, it's not required. If you don't use a iRidium server, you don't pay attention on text at all. There is no limits for you just because you use visualizations. That's it. Could I use a iRidium server to program schedules for lights? I need to change the schedule by the iPad. As Ekaterina said, yes, you can program the schedules with GS, JavaScript, Logicbox. We also plan to add a special scheduling tool for server, but a little bit later. Another question. When will be the iRidium server UMC version available to order through the partner website? At this time, only the on-box version is listed. This is correct. We work on CE certification to be able to sell it, but as a first, as a next market to sell a UMC server will be European one and other countries who accept CE certification. So as the manufacturer discussed with us, they have to get this CE certification in June. But Peter, if you are from any European countries, just contact me. We are contacted at iRidium.mobile.eu. I will give you details of our distributors who will get the server first of all. So they'll be able to send it to you, okay? At least I will let them know to contact you as soon as they get it. How we can use this demo tool? I guess it was about the virtual demo house. One pod will be installed on the PC in order to run a iRidium server on it, and also to emulate the home on your laptop. And another pod will run on i3 Pro application where you have user interface. So what will look like, you get your laptop, you get your iPad, and you can communicate between this house and the interface to control it. And now, Peter, so good, you probably know Theodorus, so you have the latest news about UMC version of the server, so stay in contact with him. They're in regular contact with UMC manufacturer. At the moment, I don't see any other questions. If you have, please let us know what is interesting for you or kind of questions you've got in your mind. Otherwise, we are available via support channel or on the forum. You can go through it. Question from Nikolaus. So for now, with iRidium server, we can't use the iRidium server with schemes or modules. We have to wait, or we have to create our scripts. Ekaterina, can you reply, please?
Something like this. The tool of creating of logic blocks is not ready for 100%, is not documented, but you can use it for make some not very complicated logic blocks. A little bit later, this tool will be available for 100%, but for the moment it is better to use JavaScript.
Okay, another question. When we will get the recorded materials? It will be on Tuesday because we have holidays on Monday, right? So we'll send them on Monday. Now there will be a conversion of it to MP4 format, and then we'll send it to you. So after the weekend. Okay, I think we can finish now. Another question. I have tried to use simple logic blocks, but they don't work. Question from Nicholas.
Let's try to update your development tools. It have to be able in 1.04 version of iRidium Studio. If it doesn't work, please send us a sample to iRidium support portal. We'll try to help.
Okay. So to sum it up, you're welcome to try iRidium 3.0. Send us your feedback, and we invite you to attend upcoming webinars about working with iRidium Studio and working with iRidium server. Michael, yes. So all webinars will be recorded, and we'll place a video to on our website. And also, these records will be on YouTube channel. Okay, thanks for everyone. Have a great day and weekend.
Have a good day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.